Why this shit got an intro like an anime? Why does he got an anime intro? It is a slice of life. Dude, what is that intro? What is that intro? That intro's crazy.
Time for class, man. What up?
Dude, yeah, it is a sitcom, huh?
YouTube focus streams. He'll spark his stream, mid-stream, start a YouTube video. Hey guys, welcome to YouTube video. Today this is a generic intro. His is gonna be a lot more optimized, but you see the thumbnail. Every part of this thumbnail is by design. This nigga is a master of packaging. He's a master of titling, he's a master of thumbnail, and he does a great job at cross-pollinating his YouTube and his Twitch. He had a YouTube deal for a while where he streamed on YouTube exclusively.
And we miss it. And we miss it every day, chat. Not a day goes by that we don't want to go back to those days.
And now he co-streams. So he's an example of somebody, including Jinxie, that co-streams, right?
Do you see my content as brain rock?
Say it again?
Do you see my content as brain rock?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. To answer, Ray didn't ask me. Yes, your content is brain rot. 100%.
Is your content brain rot? A little bit, yeah.
I'm glad I had backup there. I was nervous that I was going to be an asshole. I'm glad I had backup. Look, I'm only saying this because I shit it out more than anybody. You want to talk about brain rot? Guys, let's talk about the successful turnaround of the Ludwig channel. Oh my God, the Ludwig channel. It's going crazy. It's going damned crazy. We are peaking in hours watched. Peaking. This Clips channel's going stupid. Oh my God, thank you for the raid, Sean. I appreciate it. We're talking about how we make slop over here. We make slop in my slop factory. But, you know, ultimately, what I really like about the Ludwig channel is now I have a place where I can talk about something, guarantee that it gets uploaded, and then not have to deal with it anymore. You know what I'm saying? For example, we had some drama on this channel yesterday. Before we jump to it, big round of applause. It was a W stream yesterday. It was a great stream. We had a phenomenal broadcast. If you didn't watch it, I did my $100,000 challenge, my one-day amazing race, and it went great. I mean, honest to God, it went as good as it could. Production was peak. I thought all the chatters were having a good time. The competitors had a good time. And we had a dramatic finale. All right. I even saw, you know, some glaze on Jason's calm. There wasn't a single drop in production or planning this whole event. Ludwig, really the GOAT of whatever this is. That, you know what, is a good point, because whatever this is true. Don't spoil. There will be spoilers. Okay. Warning. We will be spoiling. Ludwig really is the GOAT of this event shit. Nice words from Rex Dard. Okay. Didn't realize that. Oh, dangerous that name sounded. J4242, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that. And even on the subreddit, all right, spoilers. Even on the subreddit, we had some kind words. This was so entertaining to watch from start to finish. I think Love not having to be hosting directly made it better. Yeah, this was a risk. We took a swing at a brand new type of event that I have never run before. One where I am reacting alongside with you guys, kind of like a normal stream. It almost felt at some points like a normal stream yesterday. You know, I still have to do my hosting at the start and at the end, but for the most part, like 3.5 hours was just kind of me shooting the shit with y'all, which made it feel kind of like a normal ass stream, which I think is what people want, you know? Because I don't think people it's like you're Jeff Probst. I would almost say it's not like, because other events I'm like Jeff Probst. But those other events, sometimes people don't like it, right? Like sometimes people want to tune into my stream because they want to type in chat and they want me to read their chat and interact with them. But when I do an event, sometimes all I'm doing is hosting, right? I'm dealing with the competitors. the production, the run of show, all that stuff. All that stuff. So, you know, I was actually able to stream normally. You know? Yeah, I think it's a good point. I think events are cool, but people don't want to tune into the stream and watch Steve Harvey host Family Feud. Or me host Family Feud. They want to be able to, like, talk to me. I think is what I'm realizing. So anyway, thank you for the praise. Now to the drama. This will have spoilers. The feather. So, it went really, really well with the exception of a single feather. Honest to God. That was the one flaw of our show yesterday, was one measly feather. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we have a scoring breakdown. Okay? This is from Auto. And the way the scoring went is there's a few different categories. Challenges, which give you 20 points, and you lose points if you use an advantage. Feathers, which is there were feathers hidden in people's cars. You had to remove the feathers during the feather removing section. And after any feathers remaining would be -1. It's actually not -1 for every feather. It was -1 for every color feather. So if you had 100 feathers, but they were all red, you'd only have -1. Anyway, then there's, chess boxing, another challenge. Driver's ed, you would lose points if you had an infraction. Nobody did. Cargo Tetris, which was bringing back boxes, and then you would, lose points if you didn't bring back a certain amount of boxes. Fast food, whoever ate the most calories got extra 5 points. Tallest item, you got extra points for having the tallest, little for bringing the second tallest. And then, of course, how quickly you returned. Now, the final score, after we counted it all up, was green team. This is Michael Reeves, Lily Pichu, and Disguised Toast. 62 points. Or excuse me. Green team, which was Adapt, Jason, and Cutie. My bad. Green team, which is Adapt, Jason, and Cutie. They got 62 points. OTV team, 63 points. We were talking about a 1-point difference. This is real, by the way. It's a genuine 1-point difference. And there's a lot of things that could have changed this result. For example, purple team, if you guys remember, had the PVC piping. Right after stream ended, they figured out how to set up the PVC piping. If they had figured out how to set up the PVC piping in the 5 minutes they were allotted, they would have gotten second place in the tallest item competition, which would have led... Wait, am I doing this right? They would have gotten first place, right? Is that it? Yes. They would have gotten first place, which then blue team would have gotten... Hold up. Let me think here. Yeah. They would have gotten first place. Blue team would have gotten second place. Green team would have won. So basically, if they set it up... My bad, I'm dumb. If they had set it up correctly, they would have won. Or sorry. No. Fuck. I need to chug Red Bull. If they set up the PVC piping correctly, green team would have won. If green team got something taller than a smart water bottle, which they did have in their car, but none of the 3 people on that team replaced their cold brew with it, they would have won. They would have won outright if they just did that one small change. But of course, none of this happened. And the feather is actually what resulted in the difference. Okay? So let's talk about that. All right. Basically, there was a portion after doing the first challenge where we had our team sneak into every car and fill it with feathers. And you had to clean it up. Ideally, there was a vacuum you could use to clean it. And after, every team said, hey, can we take out the feathers while driving? And they were told no, because the point is, it's a ticket challenge. You have to complete the challenge before continuing. You have to put all these feathers away, and you can't go, picking them while driving because it defeats the purpose. So anyway, that was the plan. Jason's just whining. Jason hasn't said shit. So first off, fucking calm your ass down. Mods time out for 17 minutes. Second off, I'm talking now, not you. So anyway, you were supposed to remove the feathers during the feather removing part. Now, Cutie, You guys don't know anything about her. She's a rule follower. I would argue to a fault. Okay? I'm not a rule follower myself. If I find a door unlocked in a public place, I'll walk into it. If I find a nice place on the street to cross it, I will cross it. If I have an illegal parking spot I can yoink for a few minutes, I will yoink it. I'm not a good person. I'm an American. Cutie, good person. Loves following the damn rules. So green team was driving around and Jason picked up a water bottle, which a feather was attached to. This is after the feather removing section. Not long after, by the way. Like literally just as they were leaving. And Cutie had a conversation with one of the people on our production side, and she said, okay, what if we find a feather on the way? Can we get rid of it? And he said, no. Okay, this is the time to remove the feathers. If you find any feathers, you got to keep them there or whatever. So Cutie's the only one on our team that heard this. They drive out, and then Jason finds a feather, throws it out the window. Cutie comes clean and says this. This was not in the garage at the very end. This was not, after we had tabulated the points. This was literally like right at the at the gate, out the gate. Okay? So green team won, not in any universe, to be clear. I'll pull this up for you. Sorry, this is for a chatter here. So green team had 62 points, right? Sorry, I'm going to move my camera for you. And blue team had 63 points. Now, that's -1. That could be a little confusing. Sorry, let me fix this for you. That could be confusing for you. Blue team had 63 minus 62, which is green team. So that's 1 point difference. And because it was one feather, we're going to subtract one more. That's 0. So that's equal, which is not the same as winning, okay? I guess it's like if you're watching like professional football and both teams have 7 points. Does that make sense to you? So it would have, if Cutie did not come clean, be a tie. It would have been a tie. Now, some people are bringing up the fact, because we watched it together on stream, that blue team had a bunch of feathers in their frunk, and they did not check their frunk at the start. They checked their frunk after a second challenge or something. And upon opening the trunk, they were told by the admins they could clean the trunk up. The trunk is where the vacuum cleaner was held, and basically before they ever arrived back to the warehouse or the hangar, they thought, oh, fuck, we should check our frunk. And it was cleared. They were not told, hey, you are going to get minus 10 points, which I think is the maximum for not checking your frunk at the start. They were told you can clear it, which, this is accountability on our end, is different than what Cutie's team was told. Now, this did happen a couple of times. There were some miscommunications. For example, the driving instructor for the blue team did not give multiple choice answers. The other two teams' driving instructors did give multiple choice answers. This is a slightly different interpretation of the feather rules than another team got for the feather rules. Okay? That is true. That did happen. Okay? Now, I don't think it fucking matters. This is controversial. I don't think it fucking matters because I actually think the ending was electric. I think watching Jason look up in the sky at the end was fire. And although maybe it's sad that they didn't win, or I guess tie, because we didn't have a tiebreaker. Coming fully clean here, there was no tiebreaker. What would have happened is we would have gone through the VODs, triple checked all our numbers. If we found any, infraction, that's what we would have done. And if we couldn't find anything, it would have just been a tie or some shit. And in the result of the tie, every single team member of the top two teams would get $15,000. Right? That's what happened. They all get $15,000. Outside of the pride, because I saw this happening in real time, I decided to front Jason and Adapt $10K to make a bet on the Knicks game last night. Because that's what they were going to do with the money anyway. Why? Because they're rich as fuck and they like gambling. Whatever. I'm not judging. So I gave him $10K straight up. AKA, I spent $110K on prizing. If you didn't watch the game last night, the OKC game. My bad. If you didn't watch the game last night, they won their bets. They won $10K. So basically, they left with 13K each. Not 15K, which is what they would have gotten if it was a tie. It's a 2K difference. I think that's fine. Wait, they won $27,000 from their bet? Then they have more money than they started with. They deadass got more money because that's not including the 3K that they won from the competition. So, like, I know Jason heads are heated. It at best would have been a tie. At best would have been a tie. And they still have the same amount of money that they would have had if it was a tie. Actually more. Actually more. And I think Adapt had a good time, and I think Jason had a good time. I know Cutie's quite sad about it. I think she wishes she never said shit about the feather. Me personally, this is selfish of me, I'm glad she said some shit because it's a better ending when one team wins rather than a tie. And although Adapt and Jason's team was electric, it was a fire ending, I thought. No bias. I don't give a shit who wins. I would have been fine if they had won. I'm not a huge fan of a tie, just from like a content perspective. A tiebreaker would have been electric. I agree with you. We just genuinely didn't have one. Just straight up, we did not have one. Because do you know how crazy it is for the math? Like, think about this. This team used 3 points here. 3 points here, 1 point here, 1 point here, 4 points. Like, for the math to add up that it tied exactly or would have tied exactly is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. RPS straight up. Nah. I mean, honestly, it's a note for next time if we do this again. It's a note for next time to ensure that we do have a tiebreaker. But anyway, that was it. Jason, by the way, was very cool about it all. I watched his stream. He's talking about it because some of his chatters were getting kind of heated. They're like, dude, you should have, they said you should have won. But I think what they meant to say is you should have tied. And Jason's like, dude, what do you want me to do here? Do you want me to go to Ludwig and fucking crash out? And say, hey, man, that should be my money. And freak out and never get invited back to another event? Now, obviously, I think the outside perspective in is like, that's a shit ton of money. Of course it's worth crashing out. It's not putting into context the lives they're already leading, which is why it's easier to deal with this at this point. If this is Survivor or The Amazing Race, it's drama. Okay? Luckily for me, Jason can do a fucking brand deal with Marvel Rivals and clear whatever he would have made. Michael and Lily needed the money. Not even, if we're being honest. Like, they're less rich, but let's not delude ourselves here. They didn't need it. It's not like if Lily didn't have 30 bands, she would be out on the street. None of them needed it. I'm honestly just putting up prize pools like that. We talked about this already, but I'm asking everybody to participate for free in a GM sponsored event. And that was pretty heavy sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty heavy. It's a big ask from me for other people to participate in a sponsored event. So instead of paying everybody to participate, the prize pool is kind of what covers that. Topo Chico's owned by Pepsi. Look it up. I don't want to look it up. I fucking love Topo Chico's. I'm going to die ignorant. By the way, I don't know if they want me to say this. I could be blowing up their spot. Shout out Lily and Michael because they each gave some of their money to their cameraman and game master, like their admin, the admin who was helping them and the cameraman who was with them. Which obviously, they are paid. We pay them, but they just wanted to give love, which I thought was really nice. So shout out to them, good ass people. Not Toast. Nah, he said fuck that shit. I'm keeping it all. To be fair, I don't think Lily and Michael were together when they made this decision. I'm sure Toast would chip in if he was with them or something. And bro, he's got DSG. This covers 6 weeks for him at best. You know, let's relax. Did Abner get bread? I think he got a goose egg, brother. Anyway, the other piece of drama that I didn't get to talk about was also about the event. Okay. Who remembers this image? So I tweeted out, we had some promo for the event. I had a video that I posted on Shorts and on Twitter. And we had this poster for the event that I posted that I thought looked really cool. Kind of has like a GTA sheen to it. Anyway, Ludwig $100,000 challenge driven by GM. This is it. That was the whole thing. This shit got ripped apart, bro. People on Twitter and Reddit were calling it AI. They're like, damn, Ludwig, you fucking piece of shit. I'm not supporting the event. You're using AI art. I was getting AI inspected. There were the AI investigations going on. Seriously, bro, I saw screenshots that were like, look at the grill. Look at the grill on the Chevy Silverado. Now, I own a Chevy Silverado 2025 EV. It doesn't look like that, folks. Look at the right light on the Hummer. It's smaller than the left light. Do the math, liberals. Do the math. That's AI art. And eventually, I was sick of seeing this because, to be clear, it's not AI art. It just isn't. And I got gaslit because if you guys don't know, I've worked with a design team who lives in Hungary. We call them the Hungary team for like 6 years. Long time, right? I worked with them for events that I did with BTS, like Mogul Money. Worked with them for events with Off-Brand, and now events that we're doing through Mogul. Been the same team for years. And so, seeing all the posts, I double-checked. I got gaslit and I double-checked. Because we have talked about this. We've had internal discussions about AI art. And the Hungry team's like adamant, like, yes, of course we are. They're firmly against AI art. Why? Because they're artists. If someone was going to crack on the AI art thing, it'd be like the streamer who has no knowledge, who wants to make something quick and doesn't give a shit, right? That's what it'd be. It wouldn't be the artist because they like their jobs. They like them. They like having a job. They like getting paid, and they do it as humans. So if they start replacing their own work with AI, then they're going to get replaced with AI altogether. They understand this. Every artist understands this. So there's a reason that they do their own work. But I double checked. And they told me, yeah, of course. It's AI. It's not AI, excuse me. Of course it's not AI. And so I went a little mask off. I got maybe a little heated. I said, y'all dumb as hell. This shit is not AI, but for my design team located in Hungary, same one that worked at BTS Off-Brand, and no, not caught. Relax. It was just a little slip. I'm slow today. I understand the concerns about AI because that shit's taken over, but you actually are just being assholes. So respectfully relax on the AI inspections and blank yourself in real life with a blank. Which could mean anything. Which could genuinely mean anything. And it's not directed at anyone. Rude. It wasn't directed at anyone. That could mean anything, man. If you read it and you interpreted that I was talking about you, that's something you have to work on. It's not like I wrote this and I was talking to Joe Biden. He's not going to read this and feel upset. So if you're reading it and feeling upset, then maybe that's some work you have to do at home. I'm just saying. I didn't call out. This is not a reply to a single person. This is just a post that I threw out there. If I said, I don't think pedophiles should be around, and then you got upset, I feel like it'd be like something that you have to work on. I'm not attacking a specific pedophile. I'm just throwing out a generic statement, man. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing. Anyway, Gertie, who is the artist who made this, said 6 days of vigorous drawing and Procreate while I watched, listen to every Star Wars, Back to the Future, and Indiana Jones movie. I can barely hold a pencil right now, but it was worth it. And I saw people do two things. Okay, when I said it wasn't AI, they either doubled down, saying it was AI and I was wrong or being lied to, or they would say, okay, well, it's not AI, but now I think it's shit. It's bad. And they would be mean to the artist. And just to be clear, if that's like your MO is one of those two routes, I think you should blank yourself in real life with a blank. I don't fuck with you personally. I don't fuck with you privately. I don't fuck with you publicly. I don't fuck with you in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to keep doing my thing, and I prefer if you don't interact with it in any way, shape, or form. It's cool with me. I'm going to keep doing my thing. And someone brought up this good-ass post. I still remember when Ludbuds were excited to see each new event Ludwig announced. Now, the fun, normal, sane people are gone, and the first reaction are the whiny children in the shitty subreddit that have, what can I complain about this every fucking time? How hard can it be to relax and enjoy your content that they put in their time and effort to making like a normal human being would? Why the miserable life? Okay. It might have gone a little hard here. But I do think there is some truth that I feel like every time an event is announced, I get critique Andes. Just people fucking got some shit to say, you know, about every little aspect. And it is so easy to critique something that's out there, right? To just like, you know, on a fully made and beautiful, let's just imagine Lamborghini, right? You're John Lamborghini. You have just built the most amazing Lamborghini. Someone walks up, they see the side mirror slightly tilted, and they go, sorry, you should tilt that up. That's what it feels like sometimes. And obviously, I'm not necessarily making Lamborghinis all the time. Sometimes we're making Camrys out here. But it feels like, it's like, check out this car I made. And then they're like, mirrors are not in the best spot. And I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? It's not even necessarily that people are wrong all the time either. It's just sometimes that feels like the loudest thing. Now, I don't even think, by the way, I know it's a minority of people, but it's not a minority of voices, because where these voices are posting is like the subreddit, you know? And I get it, right? Like, I don't like a community that overly glazes me. If I announce an event, you know, for the most, like, I saw this tweet, it deadass said, this is posted on Wednesday. It said, dude, so excited for this weekend. Ludwig's $100,000 challenge is going to be awesome. I love all the people participating. I saw that shit and I literally thought to myself, did GM pay for this? Is this a bot? They're actually just a very sweet person who is probably just excited for the event. But that is so foreign to the norm, which is $100,000 to millionaires or AI art to promote it. Or does this really need a sponsor attached and put in your face? Like, you know what I'm saying? Those are posted much more frequently than the, you know, quote unquote bot comment. But you know what makes it all good is after the event's done, that's when you guys come through. After the event's done, it's flooded. Because I think people really fucked with the event. I saw only positive comments. Obviously, a lot of discourse about the feather, which I think is fine. But I saw so many positive comments on the subreddit after the event that people just said it was fucking fun to watch. Rave reviews. Yeah, there were rave reviews. You know, from the production to, I mean, basically every facet of it, honestly. Okay, I'm sorry. What, dude, are you... Is this about XQC? Can you say whether XQC might be brought up at all? How does it connect with XQC? I just gotta ban you. You could always butt chug it. Butt chug it. You should butt chug it. Have you ever done a sober stream? Hey, it's my first time here. I'm ready to have a good time. Nah, man, you're good. You're God. That's a ban. Don't ban. That's an easy ban, bro. That is an easy ban. That's not even, I will never think about that ban again. That's a great ban. That's an all-time. I'm not even lying. That shit might be AI. Not to AI investigate myself. But what are we doing here? Anyway, we should talk now. That's basically all I want to say. I don't know if we'll have the opportunity to do another GM $100,000 challenge. I don't know if it'll be a $100,000 challenge. I don't know if it'll be the same thing, a different thing, whatever. But I do think I'd like to do something like that again because I think that went quite well. I think I was quite happy with it. I don't know. I think spoilers. All right, chat. Chat, I've wanted to talk about this. AT&T Annihilator Cup's over. It was fun. It was fucking fun. But it's over, man. Sag, it's over. Good while it lasted. We had 4 solid weeks where Team Ludwig, after it's all said and done, ended in last place by 1 point. Yeah, maybe 3 solid weeks. Actually, you know what? 2 solid weeks. We had 2 solid weeks and 2 really bad ones. But I think even though the other teams will leave with more money than us, I think our team is going to leave with more connections than any other team. Because I really liked hanging out with my team. I think we had a good team, bro. You know, I know I got some accusations that I was a bit of a CCV Andy. Okay. But it was a well-rounded squad. Very fun to hang out with through the highs and the lows, which there were plenty of. So there's 2 things that I'm trying to do. Because a void has been created in my heart, and I need it filled. But the void of the AT&T Annihilator Cup's too damn big, so I need 2 things to fill it. Now, the first thing is I would like to do some things with Tyler 1. Okay? Not just Tyler, but also Squeaks, Emmy, and maybe Agent. I only say maybe Agent because he doesn't stream gaming with other people. So his availability is less clear. Because it's not for work, it's for fun. You know what I'm saying? He's a busy man. Now, the other people can make this work, aka by streaming it. So here's my idea. Anyway, here's my idea. My idea is if it's 4 people, it's me, Squeaks, Emmy, Tyler, and we have to do a gauntlet of games. I'm thinking a Fortnite, a Fall Guys, basically like a Lovers versus the World challenge, but like a mini version. It's not going to be 10 games. I think if it was us 4, we would do like 4 games. What about Emmy? Emmy will be there for sure. I think the cool thing about 4 is that it opens up more games, like different games from the AT&T Annihilator Cup. Now, if Agent's down, I think 5 would still be fun. If Agent's down, we could do League, CS, $2K, Rivals, and then it's kind of hard to slide in the last one. Mario Kart World, it depends. I don't know if anyone's going to have a Switch 2. Also, the lobbies are very weird. I don't know if the lobbies will be good. Fall Guys doesn't let you boot up with 5. Rainbow Six is somewhat appealing, but it's another shooter, so... And it might be a bit tough because I don't know if anyone plays it. Smash, I don't even think you're listening to what we're talking about. If you think that's a good idea. We're talking about 5 people playing a game together. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. Street Fighter. Okay, you're for sure not listening. Anyway, I think 5 games would be the ideal. We could do COD. No, fuck it. I really hated COD, bro. I really hated it deep in my heart. I hated it deep in my heart. Because you didn't practice? No, because of the game. It was the game, man. I didn't even hate CS, and we lost every match. I love CS. We'll think about it. Either way, that's the idea, right? I think everyone might be down to bring back the squad. They might. I think I'll have to do some fucking heavy lifting to make it happen. But I think if I can manage, they'll be down. If I can manage, they'll be down. The other, or we do a board game night and we just play fucking every 2 weeks a different board game. That could be fun too. And fuck the challenge aspect. I kind of want to just play Monopoly. That could be electric, bro. Let's just boot up some damn Monopoly with a 5. Maybe that's a better play. All right. Well, anyway, that's my idea. We'll see. It's going to be a fucking pain in my ass wrangling everybody together, but maybe I get it done. The other thing that is filling the void of the AT&T Annihilator Cup, if you have not heard about it, it's called Roomy Rumble. That is copywritten. I did come up with that. Roomy Rumble, man. Roomy Rumble is, for all intents and purposes, the AT&T Annihilator Cup without the branding of AT&T. So maybe just the Annihilator Cup. It is 4 games across 4 weeks where 4 teams of 5 will compete against each other, gaining points for every week and creating, 1, 2, 3, 4 after it's all said and done. That's the idea. It's literally AT&T Annihilator Cup. The difference is we get more control as admins of what the games are. So the games are going to be NBA 2K. I guess it's in this order. It's League of Legends, NBA 2K, CS2, Trackmania. That's what it is. League 2K, CS2, Trackmania. Which I think are 4 pretty good games because I don't think anyone's good at Trackmania. I think Trackmania is pretty fun. I think 2K is going to be crazy. I do think 2K is going to be insane, but I think it's nice to have a sports game in there. No Valorant because Leslie wanted CS2. I think she prefers playing it. And then, of course, Classic League. How'd you convince him to play 2K? I thought it'd be funny. I mean, there's not that many 5v5 games that aren't shooters is the real answer. Like, if you have to play a 5v5 game, your options are like basically only shooters. Dota, League. That's kind of it. And the cool thing about 2K is there's 5 people on a team as opposed to playing like Madden or FIFA. Like, that's a little bit weirder. So anyway, that's the game plan. Here are the teams, if you guys didn't see them. My team is Mi Young, myself, H. June, Shoto, Lily Pichu. Pretty solid squad. I think the strongest team at CS is Ray, Shifter, Tarek, Yvonne, Cutie. The strongest team at League is Tina, Balls, Abe, Fan, Ryan, Higa. The strongest team at 2K is Leslie, Masayoshi, Foolish, Chocobars, Elam. And the strongest team at Trackmania is probably my team, if I had to guess. So it should be quite balanced, to be honest. I think it should be quite balanced there. Yeah, that is C9 Balls. That is C9 Balls. So your team could take League. I don't think there's a world where we win League against this team. We just should not. C9 Balls will just have... It depends. If he does his job IGLing, he should just crush. Don't let him top lane? What do you want me to fucking do? Get someone to go to his house and yell? Like, what do you mean don't let him top lane? Anyway, that's the game plan, chat. I think it starts in like 10 days or something. And it should be fun. The first game is League, and I'm going to be playing bot lane, which is good because I needed to practice bot lane anyway for Lovers Down bot for League Week 2, which is happening next month. People are already training. I mean, yeah, they're training in League of Legends. Like, I don't need to train in League of Legends. I'm just that guy. I'll just boot it up and do it. Like, I'm not worried about League of Legends. I'm not worried about League of Legends. I'm good, man. I'm good at games. It starts in 15 days. Easy. So anyway, Roomy Rumble's coming. Although, there is one bad thing with Roomy Rumble. For whatever reason, everybody on my team is beefing with me. I don't know why. I got no clue why. I got drafted into this team and instantly, people started to talk shit. People started to talk shit, man. For some reason. No. It's not even the women, okay? Because I get why women are mad at me. It's the men. It's the damn men. It was let me see if I can find the clip, bro. So I joined the team. Just take a look at this.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I like how you put me in the same team with Ludwig despite my feedback in
This
the
is Shoto, mind you.
Google form.
Mind you, I don't think me and Shoto have ever beefed. I don't know getting on a call where we've beefed. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't remember us ever beefing. Okay. In fact, I've met Shoto in real life several times. Every time, drunk as hell, is giving me 17 hugs back to back to back to back to back. It's honestly a treat. That man's buff as hell. It's a good hug.
Forms. And then I'm like, what?
Now, he said, I like that you put me in the same team with Lud despite my feedback in the Google Forms. Just take a look at the feedback in the Google Forms.
I have no idea, right? I go back to the Google Forms. And this was his response.
How many hours in NBA 2K do you have? Lamau, fuck Ludwig. Something the captains should know before they draft you. Lamau, fuck Ludwig. What do you say fuck me for?
Bruh.
What did I do?
Bro. Bro. I think my team's solid. We have a solid chance of winning.
So anyway, me and Shoto are beefing. All right. Lily has been shit-talking me. Mi Young has been shit-talking me. Okay. The only person I'm chill with is H-June right now. It's just me and H-June who are chill. Except low-key, he is taking my jungle spot away from me. For his bronze-ass Zach. No disrespect, I get it. It is what it is. Yeah, me and Lily are chill now because I paid her $30K. Maybe you should look inward. There's nothing I could change about myself to make myself a better person. Guys, let's take a look at this trailer.
Long ago, when ether was still new, Kalis soared the skies. She taught the air striders her ways and raised up the Arkai Mountains. Her brothers and sisters quarreled ferociously, and so she left ether and her people behind. The air striders wanted her back, and so they forged the Kaelin orbs to light her way home. Our goddess descended, only to find her followers divided. Do we expand or endure? Who should have the right to fly? All this and more drove her back to the highest of heights once again. I will not sit idly and wait for her return like the Air Elders. I must set out to challenge my own principles.
New character announced for Rivals of Ether 2. We got Absol. Totally free character, by the way. As are all characters in Rivals of Ether 2. Damn! Damn!
Time to conduct some field tests.
Low-key, my new main. This is Furry Bake. Why? Because she's breathtaking and awesome and powerful. Would you prefer she was a weak character? You're just scared to see a woman beat up a giant elephant. I think you're scared of that, seriously. I think you're scared to see a woman create a giant cloud, which she electrocutes a cool elephant with. July 1st, we got AFSA coming to the game. It's our third character we are dropping this year. It's our third character we're dropping this year. Anyway, should be hype. I'm pumped for it. Can't believe it wasn't Robo Zetterburn. She left the ether behind and her people behind. Okay, Aang. Yeah, it is given Avatar. Not gonna lie, I expected a fake out. Dan felt merciful this time. Anyway, new Rivals of Ether 2 character. And I've decided to reinvigorate my road to plat. I think my dream is to be plat at every game. I want to be plat in League. I want to be plat in every game, right? Valorant, Rivals of Ether 2, Street Fighter. You know, I'm trying to get plat in everything, man, straight up. Why not Diamond? I'm not that good at games, relax. I feel like plat is, it depends on the game, right? So to be fair, plat in certain games is more impressive than the other games. So maybe it's more accurate to say I want to be top like 20% every game. Like plat in Street Fighter is like you could do that just with one hand. Genuinely. You know, plat in League, way harder. Plat is below average in every game. Yeah, Abe, I think that's the dumbest thing you've ever said to me. I think it's the dumbest thing. I was thinking in my head if you said anything dumber, but you actually had a really good track record up until today. That's number one. That's number one top dumbest thing you've ever said straight up. There are some games, but it's usually an exception where platinum is not like above average. Street Fighter is an example. If you look at Street Fighter rank distribution, this is February, so it's a little bit old. See, even this is probably one of the most generous plats you can have. It's still above average. But top 45% of players are plat in Street Fighter. Plat in, okay, Rocket League rank distribution. I'm curious. Yeah, no game is exactly the same. Oh, yeah, so Rocket League's exactly what I'm looking for. Rocket League is exactly what I'm looking for. Well, I guess no, this means it is average actually, yeah? This means it is average. So plat is average in Rocket League actually. Never mind. Rocket League's different. Plat 1 is average. Diamond is like top 10%. But like League is different. If you look at League of Legends rank distribution, I don't know how to do the math here. Hold up. That's like 1%, 3.6, 12.8, like 24. So I guess plat is like top 25, top 20%, depending on where you're at in plat. Apologize to Abe. No, he was wrong as hell. In Marvel Rivals, plat's easy. Didn't they fix it? I thought Rivals fixed its rank distribution. Yeah, they fixed it. Okay, most players are bronze. And then it's actually such a weird distribution. Why are there so many people in Grandmaster 3? What? It's the second most popular rank aside from Bronze 3. I hate this game. It pisses me off. Marvel Rivals pisses me the fuck off. That game tilts me, bro. Elam hit GM. Then you know that shit's busted. You know that shit's busted as hell. All right, hold up. Technoblade dropped a video. Technoblade 20 mil, subscribe now.
Last year I said I'd hit 10 million subscribers in 2021. Well, it's
2025.
and I'm only at
19.9
million subscribers like a complete loser. That's why I'm making this ad. I need your help. I need you to subscribe to Technoblade while there's still time left.
Whoa. Is he some kind of king?
You may know me as the pig that Steve calls a legend.
That's a legend.
You may know me as the man that defeated Dream in Mr. Beast's $100,000 duel, or perhaps you know me as the man that beat Minecraft Hardcore mode on his first attempt with a steering wheel, or perhaps you know me as the man that dedicated an entire year of his life to becoming the #1 potato farmer in Minecraft. Or perhaps you have no idea who I am and I'm just some guy. Regardless, I need you to subscribe to Technoblade today so that we can hit
20 million subscribers before my birthday on June 1st.
so that my friends won't make fun of me. Subscribe now.
Chad, if you ain't subbed up to Tech... Actually, wait, did he hit it? GG, is it done? We did it, Reddit! Wait, that was easy as hell. Hey, apparently, Technoblade just started getting so many subscribers after the Minecraft movie came out. Believe it or not. The Minecraft movie was like a huge uptick in both views and subs because of their nod to techno in the film. So, you know, for the most part, techno's not like really gaining a lot of subscribers. But since the Minecraft movie came out, I think, let's see if I can do. Oh, you have to fucking pay on Social Blade now? Since the Minecraft movie came out, it's been like 1.5 million subscribers in the month of April. Month of May is not over yet, but I'm guessing like another several 100,000.